it opened my eyes. We're a blessed people. For God to allow us to be born in America, we're truly blessed. We have no idea the pains and the sufferings, the wants, the needs, the tears, the death, the disease, the hunger. We have no ideas. And I just want to thank you guys for coming alongside us and helping us. This truly is the work of God. We left last Saturday. I'll briefly describe what we did on our adoption, and I'll read what Kimberly wrote, and then I'll just share a couple things from my heart. We left last Saturday morning for Haiti, and as most of you don't know, that you have to fly from Tennessee to New York in order to get to Haiti, which is south. So from Tennessee we went to New York. New York we went to Miami, and then Miami we went to Haiti. We were told, when you get to the airport, you hold your bags and you hold them tight. Don't let anybody grab them. So as soon as we get to the airport, a man walks straight up to me first thing, and he's trying to grab my stuff, and I'm like, no, we're fine. And he takes a piece of paper and he opens it up. He goes, "Jeremy, Kimberly?" I said, "Yes, thank you." So he was the man that was sent to pick us up at the airport, and that was a relief. And so we got our bags, and he looked at me with a very serious look, and he said, "What's in your bags?" I said, "Diapers and wipes and children's clothes." He said, "Okay." So we went to the customs guy, and he told him in Creole, and he just kind of looked at us and looked at the bags, and he said, "Go on." So even when we got to the airport, it was a very intense experience, and even walking down the outside sidewalk just to get to the vehicle waiting for us, people everywhere just staring at you, just a look. Some looks were of disgust. You could feel the anger, the animosity, the hatred. You could feel that piercing through you. So we made it to the vehicle, and it was an hour and a half car ride to where we were staying. And that hour and a half car ride, it basically consists of potholes, gravels, dodging other cars, dodging goats, horses, cows, whatever you need to dodge. Speed bumps that were literally that high, that were set up so that they have armed guards waiting in case they want to stop your vehicle and just see what's going on. So we made the hour and a half car ride, 10 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. Just it varied. It was kind of a intense car ride in itself. And I asked our driver, I said, because in my flesh I'm already going through all the fears, all the what ifs, all the doubts, and I automatically, as soon as we got there, I removed Jesus. The very thing that should drive me to Jesus separated me from Jesus. And I tried to solve everything on my own. I tried to rationalize, if this happens, how are we going to do this? If this happens, how are we going to do this? Instead of saying, "God, you're my all. You're all that I have." But it did the exact opposite for me. It drove me. It drove me to myself, and that was the wrong place to go. And I asked the driver, I said, what do we do if we have a flat tire? Just out of fear. He said, "You do not get out of the car. You stay in the car." I said, "I will stay in the car. I'm not getting out, I promise." So, on the drive, you see everything that you've seen on TV. You've seen the tent cities. You see people living in a 10 by 10 tent, box, whatever it may be. No running water, no toiletries, nothing like that. And then we pull into our resort. Palm trees, beautiful beach, buffet, bed, air conditioning. And that's what Kimberly writes about, is at the road you have ugly. And as soon as you pull in, you have beauty. The contrast of the two, it really opened my eyes. So we made it to our hotel. It was about 7:30 that night, and I go to check in, and credit card wouldn't work. And I said, "Well, try this one." And that one wouldn't work. And I said, "Well, try my debit card." Debit card wouldn't work. So here I sit in Haiti with no cell phone. Credit and debit cards aren't working. And I said, "How much is our room and for 2 meals?" She said, "It's $153. I reached in my wallet, counted every dollar that I had, and it was exactly $153. Not a dime more, not a dime less. $153 was in my wallet. So now I sit in Haiti with my wife, debit credit cards not working, no cell phone, and zero cash. It's a very helpless feeling, to say the least, and one that in my own I would choose not to experience again. Luckily, we met some people in Haiti that allowed us to borrow money for the rest of our trip to provide for us, and we mailed them a check back. So we made it to our room. The first full day that we were there, we didn't have running water until 6 o'clock that night. So if you have to go to the restroom, you wait. Or you can just go outside, find the woods, whatever you need to do. But you're going to wait. And when the water did finally start working, it was cold water. So if you want to take a shower, it's a cold shower. If you want to shave, it's shaving in cold water, which is not fun. And then we were that day. The first day we got to go to the creche, the orphanage where all the children were. And you pull up, and there's just a big steel gate, and there's a knock on the gate, and then the gate cracks open about that much to see who it is, and then they allowed us in. And then behind that you have concrete walls, barbed wire fences, and a huge steel gate with a guard at the front of it. And inside there you have children running, playing, laughing, have no idea to the outside world. They're children with no worries or cares inside that orphanage. Outside the walls, it's a completely different story. But inside there, all their needs are being met.